to the farm in Palo Alto, home to the Stanford Cardinal and to legends such as Elway, Luck, and McCaffrey, all of whom went through battles like the one we'll see in this one. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. He believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Quickly to the tight end. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big...
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. So Stanford's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David?
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground, and they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup, a lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two dudes are going to be shadowing each other all game long.
Stanford wants to push the pace. Just a short pass to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Got the back over the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Grabs it in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Second down coming up. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
In third and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Catch in the middle, it's Slay. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. He's looking to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he used that stiff arm as a sledgehammer to bludgeon his way to a few extra yards.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He's back to throw on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Lay. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. He's starting to get in touch with his inner Joe Montana as the Irish are moving the ball up top.
And I think that's always the question with the Irish every year is who's going to play quarterback. We know their brand and we know who they are, but are they going to get ballers at that position? Are they going to get a great Ian Book, a great Brady Quinn? That's the next step. And if they find that guy, Notre Dame can do everything they want to do and be great in college football.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. How about this on first and goal? The give to the wide receiver. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Irish!
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Oregon State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Beavs have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Penn State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll start this drive from the 42. He'll come out throwing on first down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Stanford quickly to the line. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough omelet.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The give to the lone running back. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He'll take a shot. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds his big tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Up and over Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
And he puts through the extra point. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast, and you saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Makes the catch and knocked down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Fires to the tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Smart offensive coordinators, they're going to throw deep balls, especially those 50-50 balls you hear about all the time. My wide receiver is better than your DB. Well, not on this play.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause, and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable third down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in second and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
The defense just can't seem to find a way to get off the field. That time, QB sneak for the first down. They need a turnover or something to try to generate some momentum.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. They'll go to the ground. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. Fly sweep coming. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and the number one thing you want to do with a jet sweep is make that thing bounce, right? Don't let it get outside right now. Make that thing go east-west, not north-south. Great job by the defense being ready for that jet sweep.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Got his man down the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. From this spot on the field, that would be a 53-yard field goal, but they'll leave the offense out there and try to pick up the first on fourth down. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he gets rid of it, throws it away on fourth down. Why? Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons.
Can anyone catch him? At the 20. Touchdown, Cardinal! And once he got loose, it was all over. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here come the Irish back on offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you've got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Pressure coming. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
That's why you got to avoid third and long situations if you're on offense, because the defense knows it's pass, and all these guys are pinning their ears back. They're getting upfield. and you're under so much duress. On top of that, you give up a fumble. That is a huge play for the defense.
To the air on first down. They're trying to get to it. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on second down. Finds his big tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He's looking to throw on third and short. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Stanford!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that...
Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll go to the air. Coming after it. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Using his feet to buy time. Short gain on the play before he slides. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. A short kick, but that angle from the right can be a little tricky. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Now on first down from the 28.
And as a defensive guy, it's so hard to cover these running backs out of the backfield because you start to go to the flat. Oh, no, I got to go cover him, and then boom. He hits that angle route, cuts right inside, gets inside of me, and now I'm just chasing him, trying to get him on the ground. Nice route by the offense.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Puts him in the spin cycle. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Slips through the line. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Dome wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day, and all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it, and I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He'll try to do it himself. Quarterback gets the first down. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
24, Notre Dame, 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. He makes a catch. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find it. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Off play action. On the run, fires downfield. Makes a connection. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cardinal! Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Trailing down by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are.
Speeding down the left side. The 40. inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Henderson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And they grab it in the end. Good job corralling that football, but he couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it'll be a safety.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost when you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
The return brings it out to the 34, and the Notre Dame offense will take over.
Here come the Irish back on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
On second down, wants to throw it. Setting up the screen. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They move the tight end all over. Running back searching for a hole.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quick pass on the fly motion. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Third down coming.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. They've already gone for it a couple of times on 4th down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a 3rd. He's right on target. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
They'll give it to the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 35. Stanford going back to work with another first down. The RPO, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Stanford wants to push the pace. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. The throw to the outside is complete. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. He's going to pass. Got his man on the right.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Gives it to the back on the draw. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end of... And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford! They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, dude. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Looking to take a shot. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, that was a good play in the ball, getting his hand up and getting the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete pass.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got his man! And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
They're going to run it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. using his legs to buy some time. This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a first down.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
They get to him as he throws. And that ball is picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cardinal. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
And that just might do it, man. Offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. He's looking to throw. Snags it over the middle. Tackled immediately after the catch. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Quarterback adapting. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to me.
A shot toward the end zone. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the 4th quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, the give, looking for room. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalries, and when you lose, man, does it stick with you.
No doubt about it.